Alright, after 86 hours and a week of playing this game, let's restart. We've already seen that. So I think the hardest part of restarting is going to be deciding where we actually build. So there's that. Alright. Talk to the Castellian. Dun, 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 dun. So we're gonna pit stop for some berries real quick. And, because berries are also always good money. Berries also allow you to get a skill. They level up your skill for... Oh man, these guys again. Let me knock this out real quick. Ah! Skill. Not that one. Nope, not that one. I think it's this one. Yes. Yes, this one. So picking berries helps you with survival. And that is really, really good. This is my favorite one. Survival sense. And then athlete. Those are the two that I would absolutely recommend my fellow berry pickers to get. I know, super intriguing. I'm sitting here picking berries, guys. It's an important, necessary thing of life. Not particularly for food, but definitely for gold. Would not recommend berries for food. New level of survival. Alright, definitely extraction knowledge, because the more, survival knowledge, because the more we have that, the faster it goes. Also, they have tier trees, so if I have one here, to get all the way up to here, I have to pick one here. And so on and so forth. So to pick one up here, I have to pick here. So there's that. There's a lot of berries right here. I didn't realize how many berries there are. Kind of wish we could just hold down E and rotate our camera, but that's not how she works. Alright. That's all buried out, so let's bounce on out of here. You do not have to sprint, by the way. I just like to go places fast. The more you sprint when you run out of oomph, it'll suck down water and food faster. For those of you that were a little light-fingered, they did take out the scythe and the other tools in the sheds. So, there was that. Sorry, I know you guys are like, the village is right there. Please go to the village. I understand. Okay, they took the berries out from there. That's awesome. Alright, let's go find this guy. This guy here. He's the only one with the padded vest, I noticed. He's too fancy for us. Hey stranger, what brings you to our village? Or valley? You don't look like a merchant or pilgrim. No, I'm Rasimir. Came from the south looking for my uncle Lorden. His old home, they called him Lorden the Raftsman. Alright, we're not gonna read this, guys. You guys are literate people. What happened to my uncle? Look, I can craft the simple stuff. I can do my own stuff. I realize I won't get any of his inheritance or things that he did. Alright. So basically, I don't get any goods or anything, but I'm allowed to use as much land as I want. And as long as I pay my taxes. And he gave me a wooden hammer that he mysteriously had from my uncle. Oops. Alright, so show me your wares and all those berries. We're gonna go ahead and just sell. Oh nice, it gives you more food this time. Very nice. The vendors, if you didn't know, have so much money, and every every season their money restocks. So you can go to this village and the other villages, oh my goodness, to do different things to sell. So you have basically a trade route once you start making enough stuff that you clean these guys out each time. It sounds funny when you say that, but that's a thing. Alright. So we have the chapter 1. As of today, they did increase the chapter rewards. Your dynasty rewards are supposedly more than they used to be. So we'll see. Management. Okay, management. Build limits, we're only allowed to build one thing. Right now, our population is 1. We have no taxes. We have no consumption because we don't have people. And we are currently a traveler. Now, I'm going to make the epic mistake of trying to take on additional quests right off the bat, because every stinking point for a dynasty point counts, and they have been increasing points per... Let's see, nope, it's going to be that guy. Hi. Oh, it's Alwin. I didn't get his quest the first time around, actually. I do every day, the same thing over and over and over. Doesn't it bore you? If I were you, I'd die of boredom. Of course it bores me. How long can you do the same things in life over and over again? But my family needs my help, and I'm doing my best. Oh yeah, no, we're not getting a scythe for this boy. Oh god. You know what? Fuck it, we'll go see. Alright, journal. This is how mistakes are made. Oh, you only need 1 stick? Dude, I got you covered. Here's your stick. Dude, that was much easier than I was expecting. Wait for the next day. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and Skills. Nope, journal. Chapter 1. We need 2 rocks, a stone axe, cut some trees, get some straw, build your first house. Okay, they did add a lot more rocks in the game, which is great. Doesn't mean I'll actually be up. There we go, see? It's like 10 times the rocks that there used to be. Am I good at finding them? Absolutely not. I'm good at finding berries though. Find more berries. So, currently children count against your population cap, which is managed by your Dynasty points. So, this determines your pop cap. So, I'll have to decide if I'm only recruiting women or only recruiting men. For the plain and simple fact that if you have men and women, they eventually will get married, and then babies happen. I'm sure you guys know the process with that, but and then you have children for 18 years that can't work, but take up one of your population spots. So, which is great, because in 18 years, one of your guys is going to die anyway, but for starting off to get the resources going and keep the influx of things you need, I'm probably going to try to control my population. Because just with one married couple, I ended up with 2 extra kids in the village. Alright, we're looking for rocks, aren't we? Yeah, anybody that pops in and has any questions, I do have my stream chat open, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions you had, even if we're not actually at that stage yet. Just let me know. Alright, so you hit Q to open this menu. It's your crafting menu and your building menu. So hit Q. And to make multiple ones, you can hit R as well, and it'll let you do a slider. We're only going to do one though. And we're also going to make a stone knife, because it's just smarter to do that. Alright, we also need to equip things. So, stone axe goes in 1. You click on your wooden hammer and select the number 2, and it'll put it in the 2 slot. And then stone knife for 3. And there you go. Yes, water is important. It's R to holster your item, but for some reason, like if you're on knife and hit R, it'll go to axe, and then you have to hit R again. Don't ask me, it's a weird thing. So, your down at the bottom left-hand corner is a green, red, orange, and blue bar. Blue bar's water. Orange, that's more of a gold, I guess. Gold bar is food. Red's health. Green is stamina. So you pretty much have to keep all those satisfied while you're doing this, which actually is pretty easy. Look at all these rocks, dude. Okay, for right now, because I haven't decided to rush in and do all the craziness like getting married like the first season. That is not my goal at this time. Oh look, collecting rocks, survival skills. Let's get another skill, guys. Doom, doom, doom. Survival sense, boom. Alright, let me show you what survival sense does. Survival sense uses up your stamina, but you hold down Alt and you can see awesome things like this broadleaf plantain. Broadleaf plantain does plus 10 to health. So basically these are your healer bandages, your natural healer bandages. And as you can see, they're actually really hard to see. They got the purple stems and the green leaves, but they hide really, really well. So using the survival sense is a lot easier. I don't actually use these as money-making things, only because it just takes so long to get there and grab them up. They are worth 2 apiece, but it's usually easier to grab a handful of berries that has 5, or anywhere from 3 to 5 berries in one handful versus one. Anyway, time and skill and effort type of thing. Oh, and we're overburdened. Of course we're overburdened, because we got lots of rocks and sticks. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and eat some food. So this is worth 5 nutrients and 45, which will fill this up. It's 100, so maths. Apple also does water. 2 water and 3 food. We're gonna do dried meat. Alright, so as I said, we're overburdened. So what we're gonna do, like here's where I built my first village, it was along here. And I have no regrets building it here, besides not having clay or mines anywhere, but that's late game stuff, so I think I'll just rebuild here. You can absolutely XEF, drop things, XEF, and it'll be on the ground like that. And guess what? It will stay there freaking forever. Forever. You can come back in 3 seasons and it will still be there as of right now. So let's cut some trees. Actually, let me see how many trees we need. Oh, it says cut 5 trees, but building house. We need 6 logs total to start the house. So we're gonna get 6 logs, even though it says cut 5 trees. And better tools absolutely make this easier. That was one of the things I didn't know for the longest time, is I thought just better tools were, you know, cost more and maybe had more durability. It doesn't. It makes it fewer chops and other things. So the first chop strips off the branches once it's down, and the second chop turns it into logs. So we have 6 logs now. And we've only chopped down 2 trees, and we're have weight issues already. Okay. Build house. Oh, I'm sorry. So Q, building houses 1. There you go. I'm gonna make this as close to this thing as I can. Yeah, there we go. I actually did not build in this exact spot last time. Oh, yeah, let me show you something else. Alright, so we have the regular wattle walls. However, you can go wall, log, stone. So depending on what you want to do, how you want your house to be, you got these options. So I think we're going to go stone though. Wall, stone. Window, stone. Wall, stone. Wall stone. Wall stone. Window stone. Door stone. You can change where your door and stuff is, but unless you like have memorized where the layout of stuff is in here, I would not recommend that. That would be not something I would recommend. Alright, so that's all that. And we have sticks and logs right here, yeah? Pick those guys up. Come back. Whoops. Alright, door. Stone. That was my bad. This will take us a little longer to complete than the other one. You can also do the same thing with the roof. I like the wooden roofs better. It does require more trees by a lot. Alright, so we have the right roofs. Okay. Let's cut down some more trees. I'll show you where to gather straw at. Oh, it doesn't tell you here. That's kind of not good. I was going to show you that these guys allow for 3 total. So I guess that's another way to limit your population. These little houses allow for 3 people, but their happiness isn't as big as the bigger houses, which is fine. See, wooden instead of your thatch. Nothing wrong with the thatch though, guys. Wattle is always much easier. And if you're wondering why I'm trying to keep to this side of the place instead of the other side, I kind of I plan on building a woodshed thing over there. And the reason I'm building so close to this place over here instead of going way out to a really super flat place is because they have 6 merchants total between this and the closest village, which is 6,000 gold per season that I can sell worth of things. And I like to sell things, so the closer I can be to a place that I can sell things to, the better. Until they actually like make merchants for us to have in our villages, which I don't believe will ever happen, but we'll see. I mean, I would absolutely love to have a traveling merchant. That would be the bee's knees, but I'm not counting on it anytime soon. Okay, I do want those rocks. I'll be back, rocks. Just don't have any room. Alright, so as you can see, all we have left on our quest is 20 straw and 1 house. So after I input these logs in, I will run back and get those stones and then go to the reeds, which is where the straw is. There's really close spots here. Alright, seasons and sleep. There are 4 seasons. And then, yep, okay, yeah, nobody cares. Actually, people should care, but still, nobody reads. So basically, if you sleep by a campfire, it'll just let you go to the next day, but if you sleep in a house, it will let you go to the next day and recover a little extra HP. And you'll be better. I think you're better rested when you sleep in the house. But that just could be me. Alright, so I... Put some sticks on the ground. Yeah, if they hadn't added this rock patch in... Sounds funny when I say it. If they hadn't added this rocks patch in, I definitely would not have went for a stone house, the first house I built. Because, yeah, getting enough stone for an axe was very difficult, and unless it was winter time where you can actually see the uplifting, like the shadow on the rocks, which makes it really, really easy. So if you're ever hand gathering rocks, wintertime is the best time to do that. Okay. Oh wait, we're doing reeds. Let me do that for you guys real quick, since we're almost at the end of the day. Dun dun dun. Alright, these little guys. Boop. So there's cattail over by the village over there that gives you the quest. And I was running up and down there trying to pick the cattail for a long time. And it was these little tiny guys that was at the end of those. That was what they wanted you to gather. So 20 of 20 straw has been gathered. You'll need straw for roofs, for crafting later. It's for little things. I'd definitely hang on to some if you have it. This actually used to be how I made money all the time, because it used to give me 2 to 3 straw, and now it only gives me 1 to 2. So that's kind of sad. My money. That's okay though. That happens. Alright. Nope, carrying too much again. Let's go back and put the rocks in the building. From what I can see, upgrading it like this actually does help with temperature issues. I don't think I'm just being crazy. But if somebody has some actual facts, that would be great too. Don't hesitate to comment. Said I've only played about, well, 87 now, but yeah, that's a lot of time to play in a week. I ran a couple sleepless nights playing this because it was just really, it is really good, and I have enjoyed the heck out of it. It's been a while since I stayed up playing games. Yeah, I absolutely love this rock patch. It's my favorite one so far. No, that's a lie. The getting to be able to delete your farm fields has been my favorite one so far. Because when I first started out, I may have went a little overboard on the onesies and twosies farming patches. It was a little bit ridiculous. It was a lot ridiculous. I guess we'll just put it that way. Now, building uses up your stamina too. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not a good thing. Oh, look at us, we're getting closer. Okay. Boom, alright, so everything else is wooden logs. Oh, sorry, F. Oh, I don't have a torch equipped. Okay, so you have a torch in your inventory. You just hit F, and it equips it over here. Later on, when you have bows and arrows, you don't have a quiver. Like, you think, oh god, I need a quiver, or else I can't move my arrows and it won't load. And it's just very frustrating. It was something that took me a long time to figure out. You have to click on the arrows and then hit F, the same thing you did with the torch, and it will equip the arrows right here. You don't actually need a physical quiver. And I think to equip the arrows, you have to have the bow equipped like you're about to use it, and then hit F, and it'll equip those. Alright, so let's cut down some more trees. Trees do grow back, but it does take a year or two. Sometimes 3 years for trees to grow back, but they will actually grow back. And let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, okay. So you hit map, and it'll tell you the time of night. I think after 11 that you actually start losing stamina faster the next day. Like you have like a invisible debuff that says you lose stamina faster. So they're at 11 or 1 or something like that. Because any time between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. you can go to bed or hit the campfire to go to sleep. And I pulled several overnighters, but the next day, even like running 10 feet, I would get exhausted. So I don't know if that was just me or if that's a intended part of gameplay. Alright, let's get these logs back over here. And I did the measurement. Of course I did. I did the measurement, and the large house. Yes, I know food is important. Alright, food is essential for life or HP. Or you eat or your HP drops. Okay? Some of the stuff can be poisonous that you eat. And also you can make your own food that has more nutrients by combining like meat and vegetables that you grow. Alright, there was one that I had already started. Or not. Okay, that works too. Alright, so we need a lot. Okay, the other thing we can do, because I think this is what we're gonna have to go ahead and do, that way we don't die. I mean, you don't die from exhaustion, but it definitely sucks. Other, campfire, bloop. And then you hold E, and it starts a campfire, and then you can hold E again to sleep. And then it's the next day, it's amazing. Okay. So we're gonna go talk to Alwin. But first we're gonna get some more berries. But you didn't see that coming, did ya? Now, you can reinvest it immediately into the first skill in whatever you're skilling up. And that skill allows your, oh gosh, come on, your technology tree to fill up faster. Like, you have extra points to it. I sort of would recommend that, but I kind of like athlete more than I like what I'm skilling up because it's hunting. Or, extra, what was it again? So we can do workshop at 50. Food storage 1 at 5, which we haven't done anything. Are we on day 2? Okay, we're only on day 2. That's good. Day 3, I want to have the house built, and I'm probably gonna spend my money on crops. Only because it's kind of important, and I need crops. Crops make food, food makes money, basically. That's how I used to make all my money. That and not buying all the recipes in the shelf. Like, in your technology tree, you can buy a shovel or a stick fence. I didn't buy stick fences. I didn't buy stick fences. Wooden fences. Log fences. I did buy a palisade. But basically it's just not buying every single recipe that's available to you in your technology tree. If you can use it or if you can make money off of it, I bought it. If it was just extra stuff that wasn't a day-to-day need, I definitely did not buy it. And I think I'm at 25, back up to 25,000 gold in year 11 with 8 sheep, which sheep are expensive as heck. Because I have that, and I don't have everything learned still in year 11 because I never needed those things. So you definitely don't have to buy everything. If it's a quest item, like something you have to do to turn in for Dynasty points, I learned it begrudgingly. If it wasn't, then I didn't buy it. If it wasn't something I used every day. Alright, is that all the berries, guys? I got them? Got them? Okay. Let's go back to town. Oh, so our blue is all the way down, almost all the way down. And this is another thing I just cracks me up. I really love it. You get dirty when you do things. And if you're at a point where you're so dirty, some people won't even talk to you, or they'll just have a negative reaction to you. They could have liked you like crazy the day before. But if you're dirty, they say no thank you. Alright, so as you can see it was 14 and now it's 0. From what I've noticed, as long as your hands are underwater, you can get clean. But if you're up here like this, let's see here. Well, I guess since we have the knife out, if you're up here like this, like on the level, you don't get clean. Even if you do this, you don't get clean. But when it's actually just generally your hands are underwater, you're good. A lesson in bathing. You can also make a wash basin, but I never bothered with that because I didn't want to make a bucket and haul water or whatever. I don't even know if that happens. I didn't make one ever. I got a river. Why do I need a bucket? Alright, let's go talk to the boyo. I know, you're tired. Yeah, I never got to do his quest before, so this is kind of new to me. I don't know what to expect. Children. Hi, buddy. What's new? Alright, so I need 4 more sticks. See how easy that is? Show me your wares. This is my favorite person in this village. She sometimes doesn't talk to me, but that is okay. So we're going to sell that. We're going to buy some onion seeds. Oh, that's going to be painful. Because I think they've patched it where you have to have fertilizer too. So we're going to buy some onion seeds and then we'll buy fertilizer later. So we got 20 onion seeds. Alright, let's go find this little kid that's torturing his sister. Deliver 4 sticks to Daliber. Hey kid. You want to be a knight? Stop being a jerk face. You protect people. There you go, dude. Lying to kids at a young age to influence them. 10 of 10 would do again. Wait for next summer. Alright, that's fine by me. Journal. Back to the chapter. See, he doesn't give us any Dynasty rep, which is, I guess, okay. We should actually be talking to everybody and bringing up our friendship level and other stuff, but I need to see if I can make something first. Okay. So blue means you can make it if you have the mat, or sorry, red means you can make it if you have the mats. Blue means it hasn't been unlocked yet. So it's a blue lock versus a, oops, come on, versus a red bag. Okay, good deal. Now, as you notice, I just bought 20 onions, which means I'm going to plant 20. I may have bitten off more than I can chew there, but we'll see. Alright, so let's go finish our house real quick, and then we'll work with the fields. So, other villages do have other food, which is awesome. So you can go out there and buy different seeds for different things. I like onions because you can plant them this month in spring and get them in summer. So it's only a 1 month turnaround, or 1 season turnaround. And then I usually follow it up with cabbage, because cabbage is the only thing I've noticed so far that you can actually plant in summer, and it's a fall harvest. From there, it's usually wheat for me, or, you know, whatever else we need. Alright, so let's check our weight. We do need to eat again. Oh, and we got flatbread for that at 40. We're gonna go ahead and eat an oat roll. There we go. Now we're full up again. Alright, so we need some more logs for our roof. See, technically we could have already been done if we'd have kept with sticks and the wattle, but I personally prefer stone. So it's cutting down trees and stuff, extraction knowledge. My favorite one out of this, well, yeah, favorite one is definitely mule. Mostly because I like that 5 extra weight. It makes a huge difference. It's like 3 extra logs, basically. You're able to carry 3 extra logs. And when you're doing merchant stuff and carrying stuff around that's heavy from town to sell, having mule is important. I don't care about those faster, so we'll probably do Force of Nature next, because we need something in this tree to get up to mule. Now, in summer you do have several things you can pick to eat. What I don't bother with the mushrooms. There's nothing wrong if you do. I mean, it's up to you. But I don't usually mess with them because they only give a small amount of food, and I don't have, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, today is the house, tomorrow is farming. Cabbages are usually my preferred thing to get. Onions I usually start off with. Cabbages I kind of prefer because you can plant them in, oh, there we go. You can plant them in spring and get them in summer, and then plant them in summer and get them in fall. So they're a 1 month turnaround as well, but they have 2 seasons. And they also make pottage, which is worth double what meat and gravy is. Meat and gravy is roasted meat and onions. But if you're skilling up roasted meat and onions, the meat and gravy is the best one because you're cooking the meat and then you're cooking the other thing. Cooking the meat and gravy. So, depends on what you're doing. If you're going for money, pottage is better. If you're going for skill points, meat and gravy is better. It broke! Okay. We have 4 logs and 30 sticks, and we'll need 1 log and 10 sticks to make another building hammer. And once it's made, it should go right back in the same spot. Alright, so we only need 6 more logs to finish our house, which is like approximately 2.5 trees. Yeah, if I could break the habit of sprinting everywhere, which I never will, and it'll never happen. But if I could break the habit, when I get to places, it wouldn't take so long to cut things down. Oh no, my axe is broke. Uh-oh, I actually don't have rocks. Okay, we got this. Thank you, Rock Patch, you're my favorite. Alrighty. You can use the mouse wheel to select what tool you want to use in your hotbars, or you can select the actual number. I find myself usually just using my scroll wheel to select what I'm doing. Alright, we needed 6, right? We have 4. Go get more. Your house storage will fill up so fast, it's ridiculous. Like, it was one of the things that made me so sad. It's because I thought having a bigger house would mean you have more storage in your storage space, but you did not. Alrighty, we're almost done with our house. Look how close we are to the water. I'm gonna step outside and get a drink. Very nice. Alright, there we go. Yep, 50. Still 50. Always 50. Throw all my extra stuff in here. So, I guess we'll see next time we do this. I made like 60 pottages and then went ahead and went to bed that night. And the pottages went from 100%, see how the condition, 100% that I made that day to 50% the next season because they were in my actual inventory when I went to bed. So when seasons switch, I always make sure to throw the food in the box now. I don't even play. Okay, so set a rabbit trap, wooden spear. Alright. Rabbit traps are 10 of 10. Okay, so Q, other, rabbit trap. And you're like, why would you put it next to your house? You'll never catch anything. Basically because every time you leave and this zone despawns or whatever, like where you can't see it anymore, and you come back and you can see it, it's when the chance to get a rabbit is actually triggered. Alright, so we got that down. We're gonna make some wooden spears because they are necessary to our survival. I use these all the way in late game because they're still doing tweaks to the bows and the stuff like that. And right now they're, let me rephrase that. I haven't messed with them since the last patch for bows. But before then, it was too many resources for not enough gain. And they're heavier than the spear and they just didn't work as well. Alright, so we have 5 logs. Q, crafting. We're gonna hit R for multiple, E for all of them, and F for craft them. So REF. Okay, we're gonna select wooden spear and then we're gonna hit 4, so it's in the number 4 tab. You want headshots as much as you can because it just kills them faster. So you can sit here and click to get the spears back up, or you can just skin it and it will give you the spears back. So you 2 wooden spears, there you go. Now when you use wooden spears, it usually, it uses the durability. You have like 3 chances, or it could shatter on impact depending on what we're doing. We got 4 meat, 2 leather out of that boar. So here's what I was talking about, the mushrooms. I usually don't bother with the mushrooms because it's only 1 nutrient. And sure, it will sell for a gold or 2. I think only a gold though, until you get some feats or skills in it. So basically we've done what they've requested. We're gonna go around and maybe look for some more berries, I think. Because depending on how the patch actually is, we might actually have to fertilize the field again. Or fertilize the initial field. So supposedly they patched that out this morning. Yeah, survival. It's our favorite. Alright, we did that one. You can do 10% more health, but it's in the same tree. So I would suggest 10% slower food and water, because you want to get up here to athlete. That's your goal. And the 10% slower food and water does actually accumulate really well later. So it's not a wasted feed, thank goodness. Yeah, don't use berries for survival purposes. Because you get 5 of them if you're doing this in the summer. Because right now, if you're eating green berries, you got a chance for poison. And you have to use 5 John Wart's herbs to get rid of it. And it's just, 10 gold gone? Or, no, that'd be 20 if you're using 10. 10 gold down the drain because you ate unripe berries. Now I have messed up before and was trying to transfer meat and actually ate it and got poisoned that way, so there's always whoopses. Alright, so we have 20. foxes aren't aggressive unless you attack first. Also, oops, sorry, like that. There we go. Whoops, my bad. I thought he was dead. He was just not dead. Okay. Sorry, fox. Foxes don't give, or they might give leather, but they also give fur. Yeah, so 2 fur, 2 meat. So that's your difference in boars and foxes. Plus, foxes are usually easier to see because they're bright red. Alright, I think we're pretty good on berries now. At least that patch. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and make the field real quick so I can see if we need to buy fertilizer or not. Dun dun dun. Because I have to do this, guys. Alright. We did not conserve any logs, therefore we have to go cut down another tree. So we're gonna make a hoe. I know that they have grains and stuff for sale, but I would not recommend doing any grains until you have a barn. Basically because grains, once you harvest them, you need a scythe to harvest them, which is expensive as crap. And you also need a barn to thrash it after you harvest it to get the actual things you can use from it. So that's like 2 strikes right off the bat to do grain initially. Okay, so one wooden hoe. I won't go back here and dunk everything in the house. Do you think we'll do a 4 times 5 field for 20? Like I said, I think it's a little big. We could go smaller though, but onions only work in, oops, easy there. Springtime. Alright, there we go. And 5. Alright, I gotta see how. So Q, building, farming, field. Alright, so it does this. Okay, acceptable. 1. Yep. So say no. Sorry, it has to be laid out decently. It'll drive me crazy if it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. Maths. Maths are hard, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. Fields can be created at a maximum size of 16 times 16. Individual fields tax depends on the size of each field. To be able to grow something on it, you must plow it with a hoe. Appropriate seeds are needed for sowing. A bag is a tool for sowing and has separate modes for each type of seed. Yes. In order to make manure, you need pigs. Alright, so they said you have to plow. And then, yep, so fertilizer is a thing that we need right now. 3. So you can hold down Okay, so when you see the white script right there, you can hold your mouse down and just walk instead of having to click each individual one. But you'll notice your stamina goes down, which it does with the other kind, or other ability as well when you're just clicking. This is how I prefer to plow the fields and also sow the seeds. Give me a second. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So we're gonna need 20 fertilizer to even start this. Now, I don't think I'll be getting any pigs, because once I get my wheat field going, my wheat will pay for my fertilizer really easy. Because fertilizer's only 10 a piece, I think. So as long as we have 200 gold, okay, we should be good to go. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we pick berries. Alright, let's go find my girl who has the seeds. It's not you. Oh. This is the innkeeper, I think. Yeah. She sells food. I never buy anything from her, and she's usually rude. So I only sell things to her. Nope, not this one. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, gay. Oh, here she is. Hi. Oh, wait. We're not selling things. We are, we need the manure guy. Aha. Alright. Price. The weight for manure is not awesome. We'll just put it that way. Alright, so we get 20 manure. There we go. 10. So it's 0.5. It's not too bad. I thought it was 2 per manure last time for some reason, so whoops on that. Alright. So we bought seed, and we bought manure. I have to like price check all this stuff now. Make sure we're making a profit still. Yeah, I know how exhausted you are. The cool thing about buying this many seed at the front is the fact that we're gonna more than double our seeds next time. So the raw product plus the seeds will be our profit. And the raw product will actually end up being cooked into meat with gravy. Which basically is a little bit under what the fertilizer cost. It sells for 8 if I remember correctly. But we're also scaling up, which is the important part. Okay, so thank God we hunted earlier. I'm gonna laugh, I left it in the box. But of course I did. Alright, M for map. It's 9:30, 1931, 1913. So 7:13 at night. Leather. Uh-oh. Yeah, so you need 3 leather to make a bag. So we are shy on making a bag. Oh wait, we got a trap, don't we? Aw, nothing yet. Okay. We're gonna do something dangerous and go out in the middle of the night and hunt. I'm never very keen on this. Night hunting is not my favorite. Okay, we should be coming up on a spot that's heavy with deer and foxes. It's dark. You can actually sneak. Actually need 10 health, so there we go, we're fully stammed again. F5 to save, quick save, and F9 to load the quick save, just so you know, if you ever need it. I do use it for dialogue at times, and I have used it to roll back my stuff like 3 seasons by accident. That was slightly traumatizing. So this is nice and flat up here. We could have done it up here. Alright. So we could do more night hunting, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. Head back to the house. So you can hear him, but you can't see him. So we'll hunt, oh yeah, we can't do foxes anyway, they don't give leather. Why? Alright, here's the path. And the neat thing about the game is if you go under trees, it actually gets darker. So if you're out in the open, for some reason you can see underneath the trees and stuff much better. And just in general better. Otherwise it's just dark and gloomy. And sorry, I don't have the music on. I guess I could turn the music on again. Alright, time to sleep in our own bed. No more campfire sleeping. Dun, 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 we did it! Alright, so we're going hunting. Check the trap. Nothing yet. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, so you're on your hammer. You're gonna right click, destroy. Bloop. The only reason we're doing that is because I don't know if they patched out it being allowed to be right next to your stuff. And I usually have about 2 rabbits by now. So I'm curious as to why we don't have any. So we're gonna move it over here. So it's still well within our area. I just need to be able to see it. There we go. It's a little bit more away. Alright. Spear and hunt. Yes, you can buy a sack or something from a guy in town, but it's expensive. Hi. Sorry, pig. Your sacrifice is needed for the spring crops. Okay, so you notice I threw a spear as well as this 2 that we just got back. If you hold down the survival sense, the alt, left alt, you can see where it went. Alright, so Q, crafting. Wait, did we not get any leather? Oh, no, we put the leather up, didn't we? Why do we make this difficult on ourselves? It could be we're not going far out enough as well. Alright, there we go. We got leather. We're gonna put that meat up. Q. Crafting. Make a bag. Bag 6. Actually, we'll go ahead and put it in 5. And grab these seeds. Okay, so we got the manure, we got the seeds, and we got a bag. I'm gonna laugh because this bag might not. It runs out of stuff so fast. Alright, remember how I said you could hold down your click button instead of clicking all the time? And just walk and do it. There you go. Food storage 1, which means we can build food storage. It's kind of sad when they moved food storage over to farming, mainly because I was almost to the 3rd building for it. And now it's going to be forever until I'm able to have more storage for food in my year 11 game. Alright, wait a second. We got 20 manure, yeah? Management. Ah, 4x6. This is why you should always check. Alright, so management, fields, and then there's your stuff. Ah, Tia. You murder me. Okay. 6. We'll see if we have any money after this, and then we'll mess with it. Oh, I can build a barn now. Yeah! And we haven't even planted anything. Nice, so if we'd have done this the right way, and maybe planted 10 seeds total, we could have had our barn. Alright, sorry. I know I'm exhausted and starving. Crying about life in general. You need to stop it. Okay. We have on John's. Hold down your click button and just walk. So, the cool thing is, it's the last season of the day, or the last day of the season. At first, when I noticed the seasons were 3 days long, and the days weren't like super long, I was like, oh my god, I'll never be able to play this game. It's just too fast. It is not. Like I said, I'm in year 11 in spring, and it's been 86 hours playing this game. My rough estimate was I would be to hit the age of 64, I would have to be 141 hours into the game. I'm thinking it's more like 250 hours now. So anybody that says this 3-hour season doesn't work for them has not played very long. I think it's a really good idea, a really good concept. Alright. Because it'll drive me crazy not to. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 more spots, don't we? So we need 4 more fertilizer. And sorry guys to be meta, but I'm gonna go get some cabbage seeds, I think. Whatever the heck this name over here is where I get cabbage seeds. So, oh, nope, let's get some food and stuff first. I really don't want to die out there on the trail of doom. Save. So, yeah, that's my year 11 springs. Okay, so when we come back, that trap will definitely have been sprung. Otherwise, I'm just going to throw it out the window. And I have 2 windows in my house, and I'll do it. Okay, so we got spears. We're going to take the bag and the hoe out because it's extra weight. Okay, we have tons of spears. We're good on spears. We might hunt on the way there, I don't know yet. We will definitely stop to berry pick though, because berry picking is what we do. Oh, I said food and water. I don't take very good care of myself, apparently. I know. Yeah. Let's go top off the food. Like I said, once we get this harvest in tomorrow, we can take our meat and cook it, and then cook some onions with it, and it'll make much, much better food. There we go. Now we're chopped off. The only reason we're picking up 4 fertilizer as we're running through is because I don't want to accidentally forget it. Which is something I'm particularly good at. If you're min-maxing, this is probably not the easiest way to do it. There are some really good guides out there. There's one that tells you the exactly what you need to get your barn within your first season, which is funny because we just did that by accident. But it was super efficient and you were able to get flax. Oh yeah, flax can only be planted this season. Crap. Look at her just kicking the logs around. That's hilarious. But we'd have to build a barn, and we don't. We can't do that. We don't. Oh, our building limit is now 4. Okay, which also means our population limit probably went up too. Alright, so these guys sitting around the campfire aren't here just to socialize. They're actually, most of the time, people you can hire. So if you hit Alt, you can look above their heads and see what skills they have. The first one is your extraction, so your logging and your mining. Sorry, I ran out of stamina. It's your Alt, by the way, holding down left Alt. Second one is hunting. Third one is farming and gathering. Dun, dun, dun. Fourth one's diplomacy, which has no use right now. Third one is hunting or fishing. Which fishing, you can have the fishing cabin and it'll bring in fishing meat. But I found it kind of useless right now because you can't use it in any recipes. It's just extra food. And the fourth one's your crafting. So the first thing we're going to need is, let's say hunting or lumber. So he's got 4, but we're heading to another town too, so we'll check there first. Starting skills of 4 to 5 is really good. You will find on occasion somebody that has a lot more, up to 10. Like, I married the lady that manages the chicken coop in the other town. And she had a 10 animal keeping animal stuff before. See, look, all the berries. So you can get ones with higher, but if you're just starting a village, 4 to 5 is pretty decent. It takes a year, sometimes 2 or 3 years, but their skill will go up depending on what thing you put them in, like what profession you put them in. Like my lumberjack started out at 4, and I'm in year 11, and he's now, I think, 9. So it's not like a really fast they level up every season thing, but they do eventually level up. You know what I realized? Even though we ran through the town, we didn't actually stop to get the fertilizer. I'll cry about that later. So, even though I have animals, I don't actually know how to take care of them. Since my wife had 10 in animal care, whatever the heck it is, I put her in charge of it. She's also my farmer on occasion, to take care of the stuff in the barn. But, if I knew more on how to actually take care of them, I would get pigs just to be able to manage that. But I'm not sure how much time it takes to do what and how to take care of them. So. And I don't know if I want to waste an entire person doing that. If they don't produce more than a couple of fertilizer a day. Oh, also, I was gonna hire, but I should not be in a rush because you need your resource storage and your food storage up before you get people. That way they can have access to food and firewood. Now, you can technically give them a house, and then, look at all these berries, dude. I'm never gonna get to the next town. You can get them a house and manually put food and firewood inside the chest in the house, to keep them alive, but it's tedious and something extra you'd have to manage, while not having those two buildings up. And I don't know if it would be worth it. Because the first two buildings I build is always the wooden one, where you get wood. Let's see, building, resources, woodshed, and the hunter's lodge. And the hunter's lodge still locked, so I would not be doing that yet. Which means I have to go hunting more, by the way, to unlock more of that. But until those two things are done, I don't. Oh yeah, also if you have a knife or another tool equipped, for some reason berry gathering is much faster. That was my bad. Alright. And away we go again. Why are we doing that? We could run straight through here. Alright, we're on our way. It's almost evening already. As you can see, I'm overweight, which means I can't sprint, but that also means I can't run my stamina bar out and run my food and water out faster. So, not like this was intentional, but it's probably for the best. Make sure I'm still pointing to the right direction. Yeah, we hunt a little bit more. The hunting lodge will open. Our food one, I don't think our storage is open yet either, is it? Alright, yeah, so both of them are open. So those two need to be built next. And then after those are built, we can build one house. And we can recruit 2 people for that house. And one will be in the fire, and one will be in the firewood lodge. And one in the hunter's lodge. More berries. And deer. Yeah, deer are fun because, oh, they usually don't stop. What the hell? Dude, why are you making me do this? 4 spears later. I guess we're lighter now. We're not overburdened. That's funny. It's horrible and funny at the same time. Alright, so we're gonna sprint. Thank you for your sacrifice. I could stop and get all the wooden spears I threw, but we need to haul a little butt. More berries. The road does let you move a little faster, but as you can see, it wasn't really a direct route by any means. And it wasn't something I wanted to mess with, but it's right here now, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump on it. Roads are mostly safe, not always, but mostly. So if you're looking for an easier route somewhere, roads are good. With the exception of going up to Hornica, because this path right here is like wolf infested. You'll get eaten alive if you're not fast. Kind of hoping like you'll see some like very distinct vegetation. So I'm hoping later they add more herbs and stuff in. And an herbalist shop would be amazing because then you'd have somebody out gathering the herb stuff. Or if the hunter's lodge would gather herbs as well, that would be nice. Alright, we're almost there. I'm like 99.99% sure this is where I got cabbage last time. And I'm gonna laugh because there's probably a closer spot than this spot. Let's go find a person with the bag. So on your compass at the top, the bags are the merchants. Dagbert, show me your wares. Cabbage seeds, alright. Would you like a ton of berries? Thank you. Enjoy. You can take some sticks too. I don't need the sticks. Cabbage. We're gonna get 16 of them for giggles. We need manure. We have room, so 24. Alright, and we still have 200 gold left. Good job. And then I'm gonna look over here. It's got 5. That'd be a good lumberjack right there. And I said I didn't want to mix gingers again because the babies count against your cap. Hi, lady. Okay, there we go. So we gotta make boots eventually, or hoods. They make the monies. Oh, simple tunic makes 500. Tunic. Nice. Alright, bye. It doesn't really, you start off with like a 40, I believe it's 40% sell value, so anything here, 40% of this is how much you'd make if you sold it. Which kind of sucks for people just getting started. In the diplomacy tree, for your skills, diplomacy, you can do frequent buyer, 5% lower buyer prices for 3 times. And then seller will get you 5% higher prices each time. So I usually do buyer and seller as soon as I'm able. Alright, so to save time and possibly get murdered because it's fun, F5 for auto quick save. We're gonna run right through here. No, deer, don't run me over. Deer aren't aggressive, so that's good. Like to run really fast. If you're nowhere near the deer and they start running, you may have wolves. But I was close enough to trigger those deer, so. Off-roading a little bit. Yeah, after this season we won't have any food problems. Like, we don't have food problems now, but it should be even less of a problem. Look how flat this is out here. Boom. M. Hi, Fox. I frequently check the map because I get lost really easy. So map checking is a thing that is a necessity to me. Deers. Alright, the only reason we're actually skipping berries right now instead of stopping is because I need to get this planted. Oh, look at the pigs. No pig, no! Pigs are aggressive if you get near them. So I don't take blame for that one. That was 100% him. He was obviously wanting to get murdered, and I think I'm out of spears, so let's go towards a safer area maybe. You can outrun them, but I never have any stamina, so I just assume I'll not be able to outrun them. And we'll get our field situated the first day, and then after the first day we'll go into hunting so we can get our hunter's lodge up. Okay, glad we picked those already because it'll probably slowed me down. Yeah, basically I use berries to fund my farming habit. No, nope, ignore it. Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Yeah, so if we built a house and hired those two, they would automatically have a baby, which means our dynasty points, we only have 10, but our dynasty points would be at like the same amount, but it caps because of children. Oh look, you have dynasty points, have a kid. I don't know if you only have room for 3 in the building like our little guys do right now, if it'll only give you 1 child. Like you can't get any more children because you don't have any more space. So that might be a thing that we do later. I just don't like my population being sad at 50%. Like as soon as you move them to a better house, they get more happy. If you upgrade with Dob as well, it makes them a little bit more happy. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I did not set up a production for Dob though, for sure. Alright, let's get this extra stuff back here. Get our farming stuff out again. Alright, that goes there. Newer. Oh, see, there we go. See, rabbit. 2 leather and 4 meat. And then make sure to activate it again. And then select manure, and then hold down your click. And move. I kind of like the fact, I mean, I could grumble all day and say, oh man, why did they change it? You know, you just made a new field and you got more stuff. Or you didn't have to fertilize the first time you had a field. But honestly, I kind of like the fact that they fixed it. Cabbages. So you're wondering, if we have such a big field, why would I only get 16 seeds for cabbage if cabbage is what we're planting next time and we'll need 24 seeds? Mostly because these will give you quite a few seeds per harvest. So hopefully I'm right and we'll have enough for 24 seeds in the morning. So let's go ahead and go to bed. Sleeps. We did it! Okay. So our cabbage is ready to collect. Oh no, yep. I don't think we'll have enough seeds. Darn it. That's okay though. Or maybe we will. How many seeds do we have? 21. So I didn't quite math it out right. That's okay though. We only had 4 spots that we could math it out. But yeah, what, that was 10 onions right there. And that's 11 onions. 12 onions and 1 seed. I thought you got seeds every time, but apparently you don't. That was my bad. Alright. Excellent. So out of a patch of 20 onions, we got 156. And out of a cabbage patch of 4, we got 28 cabbage. Yeah. Not a bad deal. Alright, so you can see that it's 50% meat, or 50% good meat. That was our first thing. I'm not sure when and why it decays, it just does. That might have been the one I had in overnight when I switched seasons that I warned you guys about the first time. I said don't keep food in your inventory when the seasons switch. So that's probably what happened right there. But we're gonna make some pottage, which is my favorite thing to sell. Which is raw meat and cabbage. We're gonna make that real quick. Because cooking brings up your skill for things, and it's kind of important. And then we'll get a food and a storage warehouse up. Because we need that before we have people. And then, yeah, I think we'll be maxed out then. Or no, we can get a hunter's lodge or a woodshed. So, I think maybe for what we're doing, we might want to do a... I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see after we get the other 2 built. As you can see, we're already out of storage in the main house. Because that's just how fast it goes. So that's why I was disappointed the bigger houses didn't have more storage space in the house.